which was, please repeat.
If you can describe the way of the way down, would it be first from the time point of view? Would it be the same gaps of time or stairs? The stairs of time.
I think that Carl's
or would it be faster? It took
yes,
millions
right.
or billions of years to reach to the top.
Yes.
But would it be the same the way down in the time perspective?
I think it will be. I think that Carl's model is it has a very good. I mean, it's a very true frequency. I think, which will guide us much better than any other calendar. I think the Hebrew and the Muslim calendars will also be very accurate because they measure a movement of an object that is closer to us. So we have a bigger chance to be exact in its cycles. So. But the Gregorian, I'm not sure. I mean, the Gregorian I've already found a big fault in the Gregorian in the 42 cycles. Anyone who's celebrated his or her 42nd birthday has met his first synchronicity between the Tzolk'in and the Gregorian. Problem is, my grandmother, she recently turned 84. And the Gregorian, on the second beat, it's already off the beat, off the Tzolk'in beat, okay? It's not as exact, because it measures the year at 365.25, and the actual year is a bit shorter, and exactly 1 minute shorter. This is where the minute came from, by the way. Because if you look at the sun at a certain day, and watch the time when it rises, yes, and then you measure exactly 1 year later, the sun will rise 1 minute earlier. Okay? And that's why the Gregorian is off. So I think that Carl's model can be followed, but I think we'll have much more choice. Now, what do I mean? Going up has a different kind of difficulty to going down. Okay? If you had to carry yourself and your past with you on the way up. On the way down, you can drop whatever you don't need. Okay? Because you've said, I'm going to stay at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro for 2 weeks. And you had food for 4 weeks. So you had a great time, and now you're on your way down. You have all the food that you need. And now you need to fight gravity in a way. You need to realize that things will overwhelm you in terms of how you'll select a road to go down, and then you'll find the stones that will hold you on your way down. Because going down is very dangerous. Even, it's as dangerous as going up. That's why I'm saying that it's going to be like tomorrow, this switch. It's going to be like tomorrow. Even if it lasts for 234 days, as Calleman says, before we realize that the time is slowing down again all of a sudden. All right? So that's good. That's the flip point. So that's the way I see how it will feel like going down. Things will start to take longer, but in a good way. It's not gonna exactly. We had to think about the last steps until you start seeing the temple. You start running, even though you're exhausted from.
So this is the end of the time acceleration?
Yes.
All right.
And the beginning of the deceleration, yes. That's what I think. But again, I'm going to put everything I've said so far in brackets, because what I told you before is that there's a certain state of mind of going up. And it is completely different after those 4 weeks where you slept well, and you saw a million stars, and you had lovely meals, and you just relaxed because you've been climbing for 16 billion years. All right? And then you start climbing down. So whatever I'm saying right now can be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So relaxation is your suggestion?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Are there more characteristics or properties? How do you call it? For this new age that we are going to.
Again, well, I think that.
Or any suggestions?
Yes, I would like to use as a metaphor a Western meme or idea or myth, like the Matrix or the cave of the nymphs, and that's to do with an American tradition that's called Groundhog Day. Okay, Groundhog Day. And there's also a movie about this with Bill Murray. And in this movie, Bill Murray wakes up in complete deja vu. He slowly, every time he wakes up, I mean, the viewer knows it right away. He knows that, he experiences Bill's day during, let's say, 15 minutes. And then Bill goes to sleep, and then Bill wakes up, and then the viewer realizes immediately that he just saw it because it was 15 minutes ago. But for Bill, it was a day ago. But he experiences the same things. He meets the same people. He goes to work. He does the same. He has the same task. He's still stuck in what he did before.
Does he remember the day before?
Well, he does, but it's very freakish to him. All right. In the first time he goes around, he just finds maybe one or two synchronicities. All right.
It's like a dream.
It's like a dream, yeah. He said, didn't I do that before? I mean, didn't I just... and then, I mean, ever so slowly, he reaches a day where he knows exactly what's going to happen. And he saves someone from dying because, he witnessed the car crash. So he wakes up a bit earlier and he goes there and pulls the man out. So he does good things.
So deja vu is one of the characteristics that we will
Yes,
feel.
it is. Yeah, it will. As was said in the Matrix, deja vu are glitches in the Matrix, and there's no reason why not. It's a good argument. It's something to explore. Maybe that's the point.